Hey, there we go. Sorry, a little bit later than planned. I had to get and find, oh, hello, the wine gums selection. Yes, wine gums, always one of the best things to have while racing. Where should we put them? I need to put them somewhere where my beagle doesn't accidentally come in through the door and then eat them all. Okay, that'll do. So get there. So yeah, so welcome to Watkins Glen. This is round 3 of the World Series League's GT3 series. We are in the Lambo, as we all have to be now for the remainder of this season. Yes, driver briefing will be about 8 o'clock, so it'll be a few minutes. Our lap times are... let's have a look at the lap times. That's Jeremy in there. Harry, who's out on track? Another Lambo. I need to go to me. Where's me? Down here. So yeah, so lap times. Oh, what's happening with the cam there? For some reason the graphics card's maxing out. Let me sort that. See what's going on with that. Give me 1 second. For some reason the graphics card is deciding to go up to 100%. I've got no idea why. I have to keep an eye on that. Apologies if you get some stutter or some lag. Graphics card's not normally at 100%, but for some reason it keeps flipping up there, which is why the cams are going to start to slow down. Yeah, so yeah, driver briefing at 8 o'clock, and then the sprint race will start after the driver briefing. Lap times, managed to do a 1:43.7 with that's the qualifying pace, but if you have a look at what the other guys are doing, presuming some of these will be qualifying pace, but I mean, I'm still off of it. I'm in the fight. I'm in the 1:43s if they're all running quali paces, but I do have a feeling some of them 1:44s onwards might be more full fuel. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try and see what is going on with the graphics card and why the graphics card is so high. And if NVIDIA's doing something. Okay, what let's try and take this off. See if this makes a difference at all. Replay is now off. Still running at 100%. And I don't know why. Right, so if we get in the car. Oh, that's interesting. So we get in the car and it drops to 70%. So it's just in the menu, it's hitting 100%. Okay, well, that's fine. How long have we got?
Okay, guys, let's get all cars off track and everyone in the driver's briefing channel now, please.
Right, going to the driver's briefing. Hopefully, yeah, it is. It's when I go into this. When I come out of the car, the graphics card goes up for some reason. Right, need to switch over to the driver briefing channel.
Please get all cars off track now.
Right. So I've now muted my microphone.
Right then, guys, hello and welcome. Round 3, these meetings will progressively get shorter, as I've said, which is good news. Everyone knows the drill, hopefully, by now. When it comes to start zones and things like that. Obviously, just be a bit mindful of pit entry on this one. Again, make it quite obvious. No sort of late moves out of line. If you've got a car up your inside, but just make sure you haven't got a car up your inside before you get to that back out the corner previous, please, and make sure you don't cause any sort of major problems there. We've updated all of protests that we've got. There is a bit of an issue with the initial ones. If anyone did one on the website from round 1, for whatever reason, that initial form has gone corrupted and we're struggling to get it back. So I will just say, if possible, please, if you could, if anyone does have anything that they submitted on the website from round 1, I know it's going to be hard to remember, but if you have, just tell us roughly when it was, or, you know, I've submitted a protest. Drop me a message personally, and we can then review it. So anything that happened in round 1 that you did submit a protest for, and you can remember any details of it. Obviously, I don't expect you to remember timestamps and things, but, you know, if you say it was the last corner and it was this guy, we will go through and have a look at it. We physically can't get that information back, so well, we can't as of yet, and Matt's working on trying to get it back. So just
out on track.
Somebody is
Victor Kamara. Ban him. Ban him.
There is it. He's not on track. I've got no one.
He was. He's a bit
So, okay,
give him the backhand.
And Taylor's bucket loss. Great.
I know my sim completely died.
Yeah. So other than that, obviously, we know the drill when it comes to what is expected. Any protests that we have, what I said, are made public on the master sheet, so you will be able to see them. I can pretty much guarantee that if it's on there and it's done, that is what will stand. If you really feel the need to, ask for us to give our opinion of why you've got it or whatever, don't mind doing that, but I can pretty much guarantee that whatever is on there will be standing. Very, very, very rare, unless you could give me some evidence that supplies otherwise as to why we need to amend a protest or amend an outcome. We won't be doing it.
My car was actually invisible, so I don't think my protest should stand.
Absolutely fine, we'll get that removed, no problem.
Thank you.
Simon. Anything else, guys? Any questions or anything at all? How would you look at that? Lovely stuff. All right then. If there is anything, like I say, this is the time to get any questions or anything. Make sure you do as we asked you to do. Share the link around. That is the form for the where all of our broadcasts with WSL are going to be put on. So you give them a like and a sub and all that sort of stuff, so you can just keep on track of when they're going live and things like that. That'd be great. I think David put it in the driver chat. We're going to stick with loading times because I think some people are having issues with loading times. We're going to stick to what was 15 minutes. So I know in the rules it says 10. I appreciate if that makes it a little bit later evening, but we need to make sure that people actually do get into the session. Obviously, some people on VR, some people on whatever computer you've got, need to make sure you're in there. We're going to make it as quick as possible in getting the session sorted. So obviously we'll try and bring that time down. We are going to remain at 15-minute loading times. Final call. Is there any questions at all?
Spot prizes.
Do we have...
Go for it.
Spot prizes from last season, is there any update on them?
Calvin, the Scarlet Pimpernel has had about 57 phone calls and 300 messages off of me, and I cannot get hold of him. He will. So I've got about 7 or 8 things outstanding I need to sort some out. I know he's just signed with Brabham and everything, so obviously he's quite a busy boy, but we do need to get those sorted for you. Yes, you are on the list of getting things sorted. So
Roger.
I'll message him again and just say it's.
Oh no, as long as it's in hand, that's cool.
It is from my end with it. Well, yeah. So just get on to Mr. Dentonus. Anything else at all, guys?
There isn't anything about the actual pit lane entrance here. I know it's maybe a bit, if you're not careful, you just run into the back of somebody trying to pit. So is it going to be like a gentleman rule? If you're hugging to the right hand side into the final corner, you're probably pitting. So people behind maybe be a bit aware.
I think, yeah, I can't write anything in rules when it comes to pit entry.
No, because there is no rules for this track.
No. And it's always going to be the thing of try not to run somebody over. You might be braking. You might have practiced it 57 times. The guy ahead of you might not. I can't. Yeah, it is what it is with pit lane entrance. And most tracks, it is. It's. All I will say is, you've got 15 minutes in between the races. Get out there and practice your pit entry so you know where you're going to brake so that you don't get run over. Because if you get run over and you're at the line, you're at that cone, and you're 20 or 30 kilometres under the pit lane speed at that point, and someone hits you, it will not be their fault.
And what we're talking about is
they're talking about this bit here.
The back, trying to get round the final corner.
It's the racing line, but it's also the pit line. So
speeding into pit lane,
I think you can take.
You can get hit up the apex of the last corner if you're not careful.
I'm pretty confident you can take the apex of the final corner at pretty much racing speed and get the speed scrubbed off all right.
This is the racing line.
I'm getting it back to the right, but
going across.
Yeah,
here.
I think that's just this is also as is the way. If you've got somebody right up your backside, let them. If they're not putting or whatever, just try and. But the racing line use a bit of common sense and maybe a bit of communication in game if needs it.
You're gonna have to
slow
it's
very
here.
Important. We do keep airways clear, guys.
To get into here.
Things like pit entrance and stuff like that.
And these things are the yellow codes.
That's why we leave it open so that people can communicate if they do need to other drivers. Say, hey, I'm pitting. Don't KO me in the
60 kilometres an hour from this
point
onwards.
I think we're all done. If there is anything else, feel free to drop us a message. We'll be happy to help. But have a good race, guys. Enjoy. And same as always, just race fair and clean. Keep using the form, not the website for protests. So just keep using the form, and we will attempt to get anything back we had from race 1. But if you did submit a protest and it isn't on there, it hasn't been actioned, or you did it on the website, just chuck me a message with the details of it, please. All the best. Have fun.
Thank you.
Good luck, guys. Indeed. Thank you.
Have fun.
Get in the voice chat. Right, so we're now in our unmute ourselves from our own voice channel. Right, okay, let's just get this. Where am I then? Where am I? There I am. Right, so there'll be how long qualifying? 20 minutes? 20, I think it's 20 minutes open qualifying. So, oh no, it's not. So not for this one. It's the endurance one. So there'll be a 2-lap shootout for qualifying. Oh, cheers, Brent. Yeah, my pace doesn't seem too bad with this one. It seems a bit better. It's also a track that I know particularly well. It's a good series. It is a good series. It's well run, well organised, and I'm not just saying that because Harry might end up watching the stream or something. But it is actually a well organised series. So, see who's out on track. Watkins Glen boot. So, 25-minute sprint race. Sorry, there'll be 2-lap qualifier. That will determine the grid for a 25-minute sprint race. The finishing order of the sprint race will be reversed for a 50-minute feature race. So that will have a pit stop. So I've calculated my fuel. I'm going a little bit more conservative than I did last. I lost 3 places in the pits round 2 because I overfueled the car. I went well over what I needed, and as a result, I came in the pits ahead, and actually 2 people got past me in the pits, and I think one undercutted me. So yeah, I lost 3 places. So I've gone a little bit more conservative this time. I think I've gone slightly over because the worst thing in the world is having to fuel save. We'll see. Race pace for me is around the 140. Track temperature is starting to get to 40. For me, it's going to be 146s, 145s, I think. But we'll give it a go. We've got a little bit of time before qualifying, so we're see if we can get a couple of laps in. So we're driving this Lamborghini EVO for this season. For the endurance season, I'm actually in the Ferrari, but I find the Ferrari quite slow because, as I've mentioned before on the other streams and the rounds, there's no BOP applied to any of the cars, so the Ferrari, I believe, is heavily disadvantaged. The Lamborghini is quicker, but it's really slidey at the rear, so you have to adjust how you brake into and sort of in and around sort of corner entry and mid corner. If you come on and off the throttle, the weight. Oh, that's it. Going to qualifying. In the Lambo, I've noticed it. Although it's a mid-engine, mid-weight car, I've noticed it way more that if you turn into the corner with the Ferrari, I would almost come off the throttle to get a bit of extra turn in. If you do that with the Lambo, I find the rear end can come round, so you almost have to brake later, brake harder, then turn in but accelerate into through most of the corners, rather than be able to rely on that sort of coming on and off the throttle to get the modulation of the car. So it's a different driving technique, but it's
radio check.
It's a little bit more challenging than the Ferrari personally, but Good to try new things. So we're going to go out with... We're going out with 11 litres of fuel. That should give me my out lap and 2 laps easily. Track temperature is climbing. So we take it easy.
64 kilometers per hour. The pit exit looks clear. Okay, Dominic, we've got
We
to 2.
take it easy on the out lap, and we'll take it easy on the first lap to see if we can get one banked in. As long as we've got one banked, we'll then do a push on the second. So those of you who are not familiar with Watkins Glen, these are called, this is the S's, which leads on to a very nice long back straight. Good opportunities for overtaking if you can get a good run up the hill. This is what they call the inner circle, and then just coming around here you've got the outer circle. Most people just call it the chicane though. And then we're coming into the boot. Now this whole section is actually called the boot. What you'll find is down here is this bit's the toe. The bit I find most difficult to get right, to be honest. Should be third, but a bit more speed into the corner. So you've got the toe and then you've got the heel coming up here. And this corner where you're going to see a lot of action, a lot of people oversteering and hitting that barrier on the left hand side. Nice and easy round here on cold tyres and full fuel, and then really got to nail that corner, which I didn't do. You've got to really nail that to get a good run down to the finishing line. Try and get this lap in without any mistakes, any incidents. Get an incident point, it will invalidate the lap. I can see some of the timings coming in now. Definitely a 1:41. Now I see I cocked that completely up, had to drop it into second. And that'll be the end of that lap. Ugh. Okay, so we've got one more go then. No damage, so we can still get a good lap in. Ah, it's an off track.
Watch the track limits, please, Dominic.
That's going to invalidate this lap as well. That's why it's so important to get that first lap in nice and safe, get a semi good time and then do a push lap, but that's got a bit wrong.
Fastest lap for Dreyer, 1:43.22.
The front end just kept sliding. I don't think I'm going to win this race, Jay. I'm going to be starting from the back at this rate.
That's a new fastest lap for Campbell, 141.49. The leader has just done a 141.24.
That is pretty poor, to be honest. I don't think that lap time's going to count. It was a 144.8, but it's not going to count. So, yeah, a bit disappointing, really, because I should have been on for 143.9, but. Okay, so what we have to do now is we have to quit out of the session. Okay. And then we have to wait for the session to then be created. So we're going to have a little bit of time. You're not working tonight, are you? Or tomorrow? You'll enjoy this, Jay. Oh. It's going to be a gentleman's race. We have the 2019 Pinot Noir. One of my favourite wines. I think there's going to be quite a few incidents at Watkins. It's a shorter circuit, unlike Spa. So there's obviously going to be lap cars. There'll be. If I put that there, would that be better if I put it there? Yes. Sorry, this is my phone that I have for the chat. Actually, it'll work better there. Yeah, so you're going to have lap cars. Oh, I need to remember to choose the right car. Lamborghini, Lamborghini, Lamborghini. Oh, I didn't withdraw from the last one, did I? Oh. Shit. Right, let's try this again. Sessions. Lamborghini. Lamborghini. Register. Ooh. There we go. Do not want to get the wrong car. Alright, let's wait for the little join button to materialise. Alright, there we go. Yes, I think there could be some action. Easily some good action at Watkins. Yeah, there's definitely a few technical. It's a lovely circuit, Watkins, really nice, but there's definitely a few couple of places where you can gain a lot of time, but you have to take the risk. And through the inner circle, the chicane, or the inner loop, sorry, I keep saying inner circle, it's inner loop and outer loop. Through that sort of chicane there, you can get a lot of time there by cutting the curbs, but depending on how you got your car set up with the rebounds and the dampeners, you could end up unbalancing the car by taking more curb than it can take. So, yeah, we've had a lot of fun at Watkins. You killed me at Watkins once, remember that? You drove into me. That was coming around the toe, actually. That was coming around here. I was coming around here behind Jay. Jay lost it here. It was somewhere on the straight. And as I came around the toe, he said, Dom, there's a car on the track. It was him. And he just drove into me. Remember that? He killed me. So there should be probably a couple of minutes practice while we get... You didn't slow for yellows. I did slow for yellows. I slowed and went right. You then drove right. Difference between Yellowgate with you and me is that actually I did slow for yellows and you crashed into the back of me. I slowed for yellows and you crashed into me. I hadn't actually considered it like that. Yeah, both times you crashed into me. Yellowgate. Infamous. Right. Let's make sure I've got the right setup on... Yeah. 11 litres of fuel. Oh, no, hold on. No, we've done qualifying, haven't we? Oh, let's stick the fuel in. Right, I just need to... I wrote down my race mode. What's the fuel? 60. Right, 60 litres of fuel. 60 litres of fuel, that'll do us. It will always live on. 60 litres of fuel. And then we'll look at the fuel calculation for the sprint race, but it should be, I reckon, on the feature race, probably looking at sticking about 40 litres in. Yeah. Overtaking. Overtaking is going to be interesting here because it's not easy to overtake safely. So that's straight when you come off of sort of the S's. Most cars can sort of get to top speed pretty easily, so it's not actually that easy to get in front of the car before the chicane, which can sometimes cause an issue. 2 into 1 do not go particularly well on that chicane. If it does, you lose seconds, literally seconds, by going too wide through that chicane. So it's not worth anyone who's trying to go too wide into it or trying to create an opportunity too wide. Is the car behind is it's a bad call. If you're faster than the guy in front, then there's other places you can do it. What else? The outer circle, you can get, if you get a good run out of the chicane, you can get someone on the outer circle and down into sort of as you approach the boot. You can, in that sort of initial, the left hander at the bottom. So you go through the chicane, come out the outer loop, and it's the first left hander off of there. You can get someone down onto the inside there pretty safely. Up the hill, around the toe, you can do it as well. So there are places you can overtake around Watkins. But yeah, you have to be quite careful. It's not like some of the tracks where, if you're faster, like Spa, if you're faster than the guy in front, as you go through a Rouge and the draft and everything, you're going to get in front of them quite safely. Watkins doesn't offer anything like that at all, or even the wideness of Silverstone or something. But it's still, as long as you're safe, there are opportunities. Sorry for the sniffles. I think it's just because of the weather. Server. Oh. Did I join the wrong session? Did I join the same session? No, because I withdrew for now the session, and then it was. what's gone wrong here. Let's have a look in the announcements. Okay, maybe I did join the original session. Yeah. Okay. That's all right. We're going into it now. Yeah, Harry's just posted at 8:27 that the session's got up. So I haven't got Matt tonight. Matt normally tells me these things, as he's one of the admins. That's fine. Yes, obviously we start from. Oh, you can't see it 'cause it's slightly across the page, but as you cut the S's, you cut to sort of here. It's really hard to get in front of the car in the GT3s. Not so much for the open seaters, but GT3s it's really hard to get unless you get a really, really good exit out of the S's. But then if you do and you get the overtake done early enough, then you're going to give the guy behind draft. So, you know, it's not a great place here, despite the straight, to do an overtake. Around the outside here, if you're brave. Oh. No, you can keep me company, Jay. You can keep me company. I might need it. 60, so it's making sure the fuel's still there. So 60 litres. There we go. So I think a 15-minute practice. So we'll get out on track. Get the car warmed up.
The pit exit's clear. The track temperature is increasing. It's now 37 Celsius.
37 degrees track temp, so it's going to be increasing, and I think it'll be hotter through the feature race as well, so that'll change things up a little bit. Oh, cheers, buddy. I appreciate the kind comments. You even get an overtake there at turn 9. Someone goes a little bit wide, but here you got to be careful because if you go too far out to the right to try and take that corner, the car gets upset by it. There is like a camber there. And then you've got to really clip that. Not so much that I did it, but you've got to really try and aim for that inside apex there. Oh, sorry. Just realised you can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, sorry, I had it on the screen share setting. Here we go. Alex, you can go past me. That's because I was trying to get the mouse back off the screen. It's bed. Okay, night. Love you. Right. Ah. Love you. See you in the morning. What us dad sim racers have to night Savs. It's the other one. Just need the third one to come down now. Oh. Yeah, I have 3 children, so
P2.
3 children who never come into the
Yellow flag.
the office unless it's Wednesday and the race is about to start. Then they want huggles, then they want kisses, then they want, you know, as Savvy's just told me, she wants to go for a poo. This is all the information I have to process alongside, you know, relative box, tyre management. Yeah, the trouble is with the middle one is she's like a ninja. So the youngest one, I can hear her opening the door. The middle one is literally like a ninja. Like I'll be asleep and I'll literally just, she'll be stood next to my bed for God knows how long, and I'll just open my eyes and she'll just be there. And it's not her fault, but she's got long dark hair. So if you've ever seen like The Ring, then it can be pretty scary when you wake up, despite how beautiful she is.
The leader's just done a 142.12. Yellow
Right.
flag.
What was that lap time like? 1:45. Okay,
P8.
that's going to be an off track. Yeah, there's going to be a few of those
Snap
there.
being validated. Watch the track limits.
This is full fuel, by the way. Got to get that time nicely, otherwise you just lose a ton of time like I did.
The guy ahead's lap time is a 144.71.
Sorry.
th place.
not doing bad. Full fuel, couple of laps out, 145s. It's actually a bit quicker than I thought. So, get some fuel burnt off, get the tyres warmed up. We should be able to get into the 144s. Not like that though. That's that one. Knackered. There's no fast repairs in this series, so if you do hit the wall, then you're going to be in the pits, spending a bit of time.
Yellow flag.
This will be someone facing right. Oh, he's already towed. So these times here, these will be the full fuel times, I imagine. So a lot of these will be the pro drivers. Let's have a look. Oh, you can't see on my little screen, but the AMs are mostly
18th. Sector 3 is 1.2 seconds off the pace.
That's going to be an off track.
Alright, Dominic, we need to watch these track limits.
So most of the fast AMs are in the low 144s. So I think the 144s are going to be the lap times to lap times to watch.
Thank you.
Let these guys go.
P19.
How long we got? Oh, that's it. We're going to be going to
That's
grid.
the end of the session. P19.
Oh, okay. So 25-minute sprint race. A little bit of top up of the Pinot Noir. Hopefully I got the fuel strategy correct this week. Oh, right. 20 seconds and then we go to grid. You're going to be mad, but I wish I had a race now. Yeah, the problem is that I think you haven't had enough time in the Lambo, and it is a different car to the Ferrari.
42. The air temp is 20 Celsius.
And I think last week put you off.
Follow car number 49 in the right lane.
Oh, we're going already. Jesus. Okay. Oh, let's go. There is a broadcast.
Remember your gaps, guys. Very best of luck. Remember your start zones as well. Good gap between the AMs and the pros here, please.
There's a professional broadcast that's the Absolute Sim Racing or Sim Racing 3D.
Catch up to car number 49.
That's Gus to the left of us. I think Simon Dodd is in the 49 car just in front of us. Actually, do you know what? I don't think I am last. No, Gus is last. Just that his side is just, you know, a bit quicker than our side at the moment. It's just really the difference between the Lambo and the Ferrari. I found. I was talking about it earlier. Is the lifting on and off of the throttle. The Ferrari, I almost use that to modulate the car sometimes in the corners, whereas the Lambo, it can really throw it. And you know, very rarely do I oversteer the Ferrari to the point where it's, you know, I'm in a spin. But the Lambo is a lot easier, but a lot of other people have said that the Lambo is very slidey since the last couple of changes that have been applied. So, you know, it is what it is. I didn't want to drive the Ferrari in this series because of how I felt about it in the endurance series. And yeah, the Lambo is fun. It's just a little bit more nerve-wracking than the Ferrari. I always find the Ferrari, and probably because I've driven it the most, I've just found the Ferrari like the safest of the cars and the easiest to play with the setups and to know what's changing as you change the setup, how that's translating into the feel of the car. Whereas the Lambo, again, it's just a different feeling. So. Right. I think there's going to be a bit of carnage on this first lap. Some of these drivers are very quick. A lot of them are very
Dominic,
quick.
Nice and neat. Stay out of trouble.
Now we don't go when the green light goes. That's because the pro drivers have gone. To be honest, there's no point us battling too much for the first couple of laps. I think we'll pick off a few of the carcasses first. And then we'll go from there. Now we should be going green now. Definitely want to go too wide to the bus stop. That's the first one.
P36.
On there to be a little gap to open up in front of Gus. That's Jasper. I thought it was Gus in front of me. I think Jasper. I want there to be a little gap to open up to these guys, and then I can look for an overtake. Oh, see that Merc lift. Back end of that Merc fly up. A little bit of a slide there.
The leader has just done a 142.122.
Timo's catching at a rate of knots. Oh, that was lucky. I thought he was going to tag me then.
P35.
Right, that's opened up the pack a little bit. Didn't get past Jasper.
That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes. The gap in front is now 0.8. Fastest lap. The lap time was at 145.20.
Pack is really bunched up, those three cars in front. Timo got through. Another one, it's another Merc.
B33.
Must be something on my front bumper because the last 3 cars have done that, and I did not touch them.
The gap to Pew ahead is increasing. It's now 1.4 seconds.
Wondering if because of the sprint race people have lowered the wing. Track temp is now 44 degrees, so it's getting hotter. There's another Merc up there struggling at the rear. So Navarro is going to end up losing it in a minute, I think.
Okay, Dominic, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. The gap to Pew in front is now 0.8.
Right, to ease off there a little bit. Otherwise that would have been a wall
The Kia
incident.
is gaining on you. The gap's now 1.6 seconds. B32. The car in front is Pew.
I think Pew's having a look now. He's going to have a look at Navarro. Wonder if he'll let him go. He's going to take the inside line, defend it. And that's what I was saying earlier about if you try and go too wide, you'll both lose a ton of time.
Okay, Dominic.
Yeah, cheers,
halfway
Jay.
home. Fuel's good. Don't make it easy for him. Make him go the long way round.
Don't tag him up the hill. Come on.
We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Dominic. You've got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to go. Relax, focus, keep it smooth. The track temp's increasing. It's now 46 Celsius. You've used half your fuel. Okay, Dominic, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes. Left side, clear left. B31.
come on. Oh, there goes Navarro.
Don't wait too long. Find that gap.
Another Merc. Oh,
Yellow flag.
that's a couple of freebies. I'm Porsching, Jay, I'm Porsching. Was that a Porsche?
The gap to Pew ahead is increasing. It's now.
I thought it was a Merc. Oh, whatever. They've both got rear end problems, haven't they? Let's face it.
Alright, Dominic. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. B29.
Not doing too badly. Yeah, do you know what? The funny thing is, I'm faster than him.
Gap to Pew ahead is increasing. It's now 1.3. Okay, Dominic, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
A bit better.
Good consistency. Keep them coming.
Back in his draft. Should get a couple of tenths up here. That's Victor.
To go, 2 minutes.
That worked out well for one of us.
On your right. Still there. Still there. Clear right. Come on, Dominic. Nicely done.
I don't know where he went. Was that my fault? Yeah, I know there was contact, but...
B27, last lap.
Oh, just take the off track, just take the off track. Take it.
Keep it within the track limits. Push, 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 or we'll lose this place. Okay, Dominic, 5 minutes of fuel remaining, 5 minutes. That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
Yes! It's not a bad result for me in the sprint race.
Yellow flag, watch out. B27, okay, that's the end. Good finish, mate, well done.
That is not a bad result. Right, I think we've got a little bit of time. We can check the replay on that one. Oh, God. That was a good race. I enjoyed that. Right. Right, what lap was it? No, I think it was this one, actually. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. There was a bit of contact there. Let's just have a look at the chase view. Let's have a look at the chase view. Okay, right. So, this is going to be my defence. So, I think corner entry, we both give each other room. I mean, he takes a lot of curb. That's fine. I knew where he was then. At this point, is he alongside me? I would say the inside's mine, and that's where he hits me. That's where he hits me right there. Now, he could have stayed wide. I can't go anywhere else, so he hits me. That's my defence. I mean, I will of course save the replay. Round 3. Watkins. Watkins. Race 1. Oh, got aircon. I'm still sweating. Right, now this. There'll be a little bit of time for this session, I think, before this session gets going. Let's go on to screen share. Make me bigger. Oh, wow. I enjoyed that. I did enjoy that. I think, yeah, I think he obviously had damage because he was quite far up the field and he started dropping back. So clearly he's kind of looked like he picked up damage from earlier. So he was obviously slower. Why? I mean, did he have a right to go too? Did we have a right to go too wide into? I mean, I had the racing line because the racing line is outside to in for that chicane or the inner loop. So I technically was holding him. He was defending the chicane. I think we both went into it. Fine. I reduced speed on the way in so that I could keep a tighter line on the way out. I mean, I couldn't go any further forward left. If I'd have gone any further forward left, it would have been I would have been well on the curb and the grass. So he took a lot of curb going in, which I think probably did unbalance his car. Because when he came onto the left-hander, sort of the mid part of the chicane, he was right over my back. So I don't think he probably would have tried to have stayed a bit further wide, given a choice. But I think that curb, the more curb you take there, the more it throws the car. So he probably didn't have a choice. But I don't think that's protestable personally. I don't know. See what do you guys think? I mean, obviously I will say that because it's me. But right, session's going to probably be a few minutes. I'm probably going to use this opportunity to go get some water because this next race is 50 minutes. So I'm going to go grab some water. Just checking the chat, just seeing. So there's no notifications I need to be aware of. No, cool. Right. While they're sorting out the session, which typically does take a couple of minutes, I'm just going to have a quick wee, pit stop, and get some water. I'll be right back. Oh, wow. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was actually a good race. That was one of the few occasions where I'm actually racing for the entire race. Normally, I get into a bit of a no man's land gap, and yeah. But I need some water for this one. Needs to click my back. Excuse me. I'll do some funny stretch movements. That's what happens when you get older. All right, this is a water-only race. This one, 50 minutes. So I think my fuel calculations are spot on. So we'll stick with the 40 litres going in at the pit stop. And if we get stuck in a train, we might even try the undercut. Okay, so it's again 15-minute warm-up, so I've got about 10 minutes or 12 minutes left of that now. So we'll fill her up to the brim. I'm not going to drive. I don't think. Track temperature's 38, so it's going to rise again to probably. Could see. What time is it? 3 o'clock. Might go up to 40 and then might start coming down again. 3 o'clock, 3:30. Yeah, track temp might go up another degree or two, and then it might start to come down. So might see some faster lap times in this one. Who should we ride on board with? Who's driving? Ivo. So look at Ivo. Let's go back to. There we go. So Ivo's in the Beamer.
Alright, Dominic, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Yeah, so it doesn't take too much curb. Should be interesting to see how much curb each car takes. So the Beamer's quite a heavy car, I think. So the Merc really flies over this. There's not too much curb either. It's Thomas. I think that's who we're racing this one. About the same amount of curb that I take. Jasper. Okay, he's one of the pro drivers, Thomas Cope. Let's have a look at how much curb he takes. Yes, it takes a lot of curb. A lot of curb. That's how you're meant to do it, by the way, but I'm just too scared. Simon Dodd in the Ferrari. Oh, sort of. This is Ivo's fast lap. He did an out lap when we followed him last time, so it's a little bit more curb. Oh, I've got aircon in the back, and I was still sweating after that race. And that was the sprint race. It is like a little workout, this. I got water this time. Ah. So it's reverse grid. So there'll be no qualifying for this one. I can't because what it does is it gives you a finishing position, which includes the pro drivers as well. I don't know how many pro drivers are in this round, in this race, so I don't know where I finished in the sprint race, but I think I was in the midfield. I think I started at the back. I definitely made up at least 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Definitely at least 8 or 9 places, I think. There's a couple in the pits, a couple up through the S's at that one time. 3, I think, span in front of me. Victor, I think there's about 9 places I might have made up. So that should put us probably in the top 3rd starting for this race. So we'll see. Let's see what happens. It's definitely an issue though with I think it's some of the Mercs and Porsches with the oversteer. Whether some people decide to up the wing for this race, which will make them a little bit slower but more stable. We'll have to see. There's definitely a lot of cars oversteering. There's Gus. Oh yeah, we got past Gus, didn't we? Pretty sure we got past Gus.
The leader has just done a 153.02.
Oh. Mercedes versus Beamer. Oh, I had a big pizza. This week I had a big pizza before I started streaming. If you want to see me eating a pizza while streaming, then go back into the videos and look at round 2 of the GT3 series. My pizza arrived, I think, as I was streaming. And because we go straight into these, there's not really a lot of time to eat in between, so I had to eat. Oh, the graphics card's doing that thing where if I'm watching cars, it's maxing out, but it doesn't when I drive. God, actually, I'm quite tired now. Actually, I did concentrate a lot on that last race. Sometimes you have a bit of a battle, and then you end up sort of falling into a, like I mentioned before, a bit of no man's land. And then you can sort of just take it easy at your own pace, and but when you've got someone right in front and right behind, your mental strength has to kick in a bit, and you have to concentrate a lot more. Enjoyed that though. Really enjoyed that. Right, how long have we got? 3 minutes. Right. This is going to sound really funny, but I need to just stretch my back out a bit because we're going to be in this chair together for 50 minutes. Stand next to the aircon machine, you can probably hear it. Like the wind on the microphone. Just going to get some air in some places which you probably don't need to see. But you can use your imagination. You can just imagine that what was once uncomfortable and messy is now cool and comfortable. On screen there's the Merc going for a little snakeroo. Oh, there we go. Oh. Need to. I know people joke, but actually this is. I do think this is like an athletic sport. Right, how long we got? Right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 36 Celsius.
Oh, track temp's going down. Okay, that'd be nice. So we're going to see some
Just 2 minutes
quick
left.
times.
2 minutes to go.
Possibly see some 140s from the top bods after the fuel burns down. Everyone now coming into the pits. If you're seeing any camera jerking, that will settle down once I get in the car. For some reason it just does not. It does not like when I'm viewing the race for some reason. But if I click on warm up and I get in the car, the graphics card drops about 25%, so I don't know what that's about. Oh. Right, 60 seconds and then we're going to get the green go to grid sign. So it'll be the same thing, the pros will go ahead. And then the AMs will follow. Been a long day. These are new, I think actually these are new gloves. I've had these gloves now for, I think, 18 months. But they are just starting to wear. They did better than the. I think these are like the Hypergrip Plus, the original Hypergrips. They didn't last very long, but these have lasted a lot longer. And they are good. They're lightweight. They have a touchy thing, which that works on the mobile phones. Just confirming how many wine gums I've eaten. So that's what we got for the race. Minus this one. And there we go. We're off to grid. So we're going to go to grid quite early because I want to get the fuel in. I add my fuel manually. I don't trust any of the apps. My phone keeps thinking I'm talking to it. Stop. Right. Okay. Oh, we'll do a windshield tear off. Right, radio. So should be good. Oh, right.
50 BST. Minutes. The track temp is 32. The air temp is 19 Celsius.
Track temps really dropped down. It's 32 degrees now.
Follow car number 33.
So we're gonna see some quick times. Not from me, but we're gonna see some quick times from somewhere else.
Jag springer mot vatten.
Who's number 4?
That's meant for race control, lads. Can you stop pressing the buttons?
We need to catch up to car number 33.
And Navarro, they're obviously having an
Okay,
extended.
guys, remember your start zones and everything else. Gaps between the classes. You know what to do. Have a good race. Enjoy, guys.
Navarro obviously having an extended toilet break. Do hope he washed his hands.
And we need a 10-second gap between the pro and the AMs, please. Just drop back off the pros a little bit. Keeping about 10 seconds, that'll be great.
So we've got Gus in front of us. Victor is car number 31. So both of these we obviously managed to overtake. So both of these drivers also struggled a lot with stability. So and Timo, although he's behind me, well, in all honesty, he is that little bit quicker than me. So I mean, they're all that little bit quicker than me. It's reverse order grid, but Timo, I know, was lap for lap was I think he would have got past me eventually.
Have a nice clean start, guys.
So, who's in? Simon Dodd and Jasper. They're going to be the ones leading the field.
Here we go.
So again, we won't go green,
Green,
when
green,
they
green.
go green. That'll be the pro drivers having their indication that they can go green. It'll be
Left side.
up to
Hold your
Simon.
line. Hold your line. He's still there. Still there.
When to go?
Still there. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. Okay, Dominic. Decent start. We can build something from here.
Single file, lads.
Car right. Clear right.
Don't try and go too wide, because you lose time and I lose time. Silly. Oh, behind Thomas again.
Clear right. We'll need to pit for repair. Car right. Right side's clear. Car right.
Damn it.
Right side. Clear right.
But damage.
On your right. Clear right.
Well, it's the end of this race.
Car left. Clear left. What's your speed limit in the pits? Pit lane speed
I
limit
think
is
that's going to be our
64
race
kilometers per hour.
over. Yeah, I think that's our race over, to be honest. Steering's bent. I got the meatball flag. I don't think this is going to be good. Uh, 8 minutes of repairs. Oh. Oh, and of course, I'm still going to have to pit anyway, aren't I?
The leader's just done a 142.30.
That's fantastic. Yeah, it's... Let's go back and have a look at it. See what happened. Let's see who caused that. You know, I might be quite...
Mary, lay off your microphone.
I don't quite understand what he was doing. He just drove across him. Right. That's ridiculous. I mean, that is literally... That's your fault, isn't it? Because... Navarro into Gus. And it... Oh dear, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? I've hit the bloody wrong button again. Right, here we are. So, yeah, Navarro into Gus. And then Thomas does really well to get past. And then, yeah, just straight into the side of me. I got 5 minutes of optionals now. I mean, we'll keep going. We'll see what happens. But I mean, I'm still going to have to pit, which is the annoying thing. I mean, I know it wasn't the initial incident, but I will be protesting Navarro because he just cut across Gus. I mean, he just cut across him. No perceptional awareness whatsoever. And I mean, now it's just going to be damage limitation, isn't it? But I mean, just absolutely no perceptional awareness, and because of that, he not only take, well, I don't know where Gus is. Gus is probably, well, I presume Gus is still driving. But the incident that came into me, we'll take the optionals. You never know. There might be a few other AM drivers might crash out, have more damage. We might still gain places. I think we're going to be about 6 laps down, but you never know what can happen. If we can gain a few places, it's all points. So three minutes to go. That's the steering being fixed. Got 3 minutes. We might as well just have a look at Gus still driving. Timo's up there. Harry's back out now. James Cost, Gus. So even if these guys have got... Where's Navarro? So even if these guys have got damage, I'm not going to make up 4 or 5 laps is going to be, isn't it? So... I don't know. 1 minute, 40 seconds. So this is Navarro. It's Gus. They're braking on that Porsche. You touch him again. Oh, who's that going rather slowly? It's Harry. Oh, I wonder if he's letting him go because he's a couple of laps down now. Probably. Okay. Well, let's just race. If we can. We'll get to the end and hopefully we can limit some points. It's really good actually. I was at the back of that sprint race. I was well up for this. Oh well, never mind. Never mind. 12 seconds, guys. And we can go for it again. Actually, no, we might not have to pit. 6 laps. Oh no, we will. It's going to be a splashing dash, isn't it? Right. So we've got steering. Pick me out in the middle of the pros.
There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line.
Now the crucial thing here is that I don't interfere with any of these guys. Right, nice little gap there. Let's go.
Left side. Clear left.
And that Merc's seen the wall. The car seems to be handling okay.
P34. Okay, Dominic, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Just at the top speeds like. See, top speed's not too bad, so
the car in front is pitting.
maybe I
You cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy.
spoke too soon. No, that was not the ideal line. I think Bren popped on earlier, said, "Oh, P15, nice," and then went just before I crashed. Well, actually, for the record, I didn't crash, someone crashed into me. That's whether the tyres still aren't warmed up enough, or we are carrying a little bit of damage on the fast left-handers. This car just sliding a little bit more than it was in the sprint race, but let's see. Could just be a bit heavier fuel, colder track. Certainly drivable.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Yellow flag, Jay! Yellow flag! Wasn't for it, the yellow flag was before him. Oh, he's binned it. Shame he's a pro driver, so that's not going to mean anything to me. Although Dean Timms is in the pits, and so is Ivo.
That lap time was 1:45.17.
Okay. 45.1. I should be in the 144s with these temperatures, so... Don't worry about yellows, yeah. There's no point really pushing it because I'm not going to make up 4 laps. even on the slow AM drivers. So all I can do now is just keep the car on the grey stuff and just bring her home, which sounds really, really boring, but unless a few others end up in the pits and we end up on the same lap as each other.
B33.
There's very little point pushing it, because all I'm now waiting for is death by other drivers. You know, other people are going to have some misfortune for me to gain any places, really. Sad times. Lyndon and Tim's were still in the pits on the last lap.
New fastest lap for Campbell, 141.80.
They're still in the pits.
Alright Dominic, we're halfway home. We think about 24 minutes of fuel remaining.
If I don't have to pit again, that would be useful. My fuel calculators telling me oh, this is annoying. That's telling me that's going to be about 10 litres of fuel. Wonder if that will come down. It might come down. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a boring race unless Tim's and Ivo, unless they sort of come out around the same position as me. It's going to be boring, to be honest.
flag.
Give it a time this nicely to let them go up the hill.
B31, that was 145.32. Right side's clear, blue flag. The leader has just done a 141.89. That's 20 minutes to go. Car left. Clear left. Blue flag. Blue flag. Clear right, blue flag. On your left, clear left. Blue flag.
I don't know if I can save enough fuel. Do you know, I think I can save. How much fuel have I got? 10 laps.
Okay, Dominic, you've got half your fuel left. Car right, right side's clear. Blue flag.
Did Tim's get out?
Heads up, there's a car rejoining.
Oh, Ivo. I've overtaken Ivo. So we have gained a place there.
The lead car's pitting.
Is Tim's behind me still? Oh, he is. Okay, that's 2 places.
Minutes left. Okay, Dominic, there's a car exiting the pits. Heads up. 31. Your last lap time was 1:44.69.
It's going to be a really annoying, like 5 litres of fuel. I might be able to burn down, save some, but
the track temperature's decreasing. It's now 29 Celsius. Yellow flag.
P30 is 66 seconds up the road. Well, Navarro's in the pits. Look what he's whacked into this time. Actually, it'd be interesting to see why he's in the pits, because he caused that entire first incident. So he carried on driving as well. So he must have had another incident. Dean's showing 47 seconds behind me.
That's a new fastest lap for Campbell, 1:41.48.
Okay. I might not have to refuel.
You've just done a 144.56.
On a pit stop and 40 litres of fuel, that's, you know, it's a little bit of time gained back if I don't have to pit. It's going to be close.
Just done a 141.64. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Okay, Dominic, relax.
6
Focus,
laps.
keep it smooth. Fastest lap for Campbell, 141.38.
We're going to need, annoyingly, we're going to need about 5 litres of fuel.
Of fuel remaining.
10 minutes of fuel remaining.
That lap was a 144.70. Sector 2 is 1.5 seconds off the pace.
How long is left to go in this race? Yeah, I've got 45 seconds over Dean. I think that's enough. The pit's so short. I'm putting 5 litres in. So I mean, the minimum it's saying is 2 litres, 4 litres average. That's coming down. I've got 4 laps left. I mean, I might do it. I mean, Dean doesn't know I need to pit, does he? Alright, we've got 3 laps of fuel.
B29. The car behind's pitting now. Okay, Dominic. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left.
Okay, we are definitely going to have to put fuel in. Dean's in the pits anyway, so that gives me a pit stop.
That's 5 minutes of fuel left.
Oh, 5 minutes of fuel left and there's 5 minutes to go. You know what, we might just do this. We've got 2 laps.
B28.
Jay, you fancy a little bit dead side? Or are you going to be going to bed after this thrilling race that you're watching? Got a flag by any chance? Oh, I have to pit in when I...
Very little fuel left. Lap times are pretty consistent.
Well, I think we've got enough of a gap because
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Dean had to pit anyway, so it's been a shame. You know, I haven't actually, apart from that little oversteer on my sort of outlap or second outlap after the damage, haven't really made any mistakes. Right, we'll put 7 litres in and that just covers us for 2 laps.
No.
Watch your speed.
Right, so we need to get out in front of Dean.
2 litres remaining. One more lap to go.
Well, how annoying was that?
There's a car behind. Take care, rejoin him. The car ahead's pitting.
I think if Dean
Campbell is now leading.
wouldn't have had to have pitted again, I think possibly we would have been neck and neck.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
There would have only been about 10 seconds between us, or, you know.
P28. Okay, we're done.
Ah. Just some donuts. Donuts. We could do some donuts, couldn't we? Where's my traction control gone? Where's my traction control gone? Where's my traction button gone? Oh well. That wasn't as good. Let's go. Rubbish donuts, right. Watkins race. We'll save the replay because just in case. Oh, right, guys. Well, sorry for that very boring feature race. Thanks for watching. And remember, next Wednesday, where are we next Wednesday? I think it's Brands Hatch or Donington. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.